Today, January 17th, we bring you the latest updates from the British royal family. First, watch the sweetest moments between Princess Charlotte and Mia Tindall, showcasing their special bond at royal gatherings and during their heartwarming Christmas outing. Then, we'll dive into the widening financial gap between Prince and Princess of Wales and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, with the Earthshot Prize helping William and Catherine soar to new financial heights, while Meghan and Harry struggle with their Archewell Foundation. And finally, Prince Harry is back in the UK, but his battle for security continues, along with controversy surrounding his and Meghan's visit to LA wildfire victims. Stay tuned for all the royal drama. Prince Harry is set to return to Britain next week for another visit, one of his increasingly frequent trips back to the UK. Experts note that, as per his agreement, he will receive limited police protection during his stay. However, as he is no longer a frontline royal, he is not entitled to full armed police security. If he applies in advance, certain protection measures are available to him, and in this case he has done so. King Charles has reportedly offered his son accommodation at Buckingham Palace, a secure location that would be preferable for security personnel. However, in what has become something of a pattern, Prince Harry has declined the offer. Experts suggest that this decision could increase costs for the Metropolitan Police, as they will now need to ensure his safety at a hotel or another location. Meanwhile, Prince Harry continues his legal battle against the UK Home Office, demanding full armed police protection for himself and his family during visits to Britain. Despite already spending approximately £1 million on legal fees, a judge has ruled that his case has no chance of success. Nevertheless, he remains persistent in his efforts, which some experts describe as a determined and unyielding pursuit of security measures he is not entitled to as a non-working royal. Security analysts point out that the UK remains a relatively safe country. In the year leading up to March 2023, there were 29 gun-related deaths in England and Wales, compared to 46,728 in the United States. Experts question whether Harry's concerns about security in the UK are warranted, especially given that he and Meghan Markle have previously undertaken unofficial trips to high-risk countries such as Nigeria and Colombia. Some observers believe that Prince Harry's insistence on armed protection is more about status than actual security concerns. As working royals, senior members of the royal family, including King Charles, Prince William, and Prince Edward, receive armed protection due to their official duties. However, as Harry voluntarily stepped away from his role as a working royal, experts argue that he should not expect the same privileges. In a separate development, Harry and Meghan recently faced criticism for their visit to areas affected by the Los Angeles wildfires. They were photographed consoling victims and sifting through wreckage, an act that some critics in Los Angeles labeled as disaster tourism and grief exploitation. Actress Justine Bateman and other local commentators expressed skepticism about the couple's motivations, questioning whether their visit was more about public relations than genuine assistance. Reports suggest that they spent only 17 minutes at the scene, further fueling accusations that their involvement was superficial. Additionally, another royal-related controversy has emerged involving Prince Andrew and his alleged connections with a Chinese businessman accused of espionage. The businessman, previously granted access to high-ranking British political figures, has now been banned from the UK due to national security concerns. Experts suggest that this case highlights ongoing issues regarding royal associations and their potential implications for British security and diplomacy. As debates continue over Prince Harry's security requests and public engagements, experts argue that these discussions reflect broader concerns about the evolving role of the royal family and the responsibilities of its members who choose to step away from official duties. In the early days of the new year, the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Catherine, have begun 2025 in a way that starkly contrasts with the actions of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan. The latest developments have revealed a widening financial gap between the two royal couples, leaving Harry and Meghan somewhat embarrassed. The most recent article in Eden Confidential, published in the Daily Mail, sheds light on the growing disparity. It reports that William's Earthshot Prize has experienced a 4% increase in total income for the year 2024, amounting to a remarkable £23.5 million. Although Earthshot and the Royal Foundation are now officially separate organisations, the former had received a one-time donation from the Royal Foundation in previous years. However, the standout achievement is the 68% rise in Earthshot's underlying income, which has primarily come from generous donations. Notably, founding partners contributed a substantial £14.4 million. But perhaps the most fascinating figure comes from the American Friends of the Royal Foundation of the Prince and Princess of Wales, whose contribution more than doubled, reaching £6.1 million this year, up from £2.7 million in 2023. In stark contrast, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's Archewell Foundation, which they established in 2020, raised a total of £4.67 million from various sources in 2024, a significant difference from the figures generated by the Earthshot Prize. The Princess of Wales continues to earn widespread admiration, not only for her charity work, but also for her personal resilience. Earlier this week, she was warmly welcomed at London's Royal Marsden Hospital, where she had been treated for cancer last year. Both patients and medical staff, who had successfully cared for her, praised Catherine for her grace in managing her role as a mother of three during her treatment. When one of the medical staff offered her kind words, Catherine graciously replied with a smile, "Oh, that's kind." Meanwhile, across the ocean in California, Harry and Meghan's latest efforts drew a more critical response. Just days ago, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were labelled disaster tourists after they visited fire victims in Los Angeles and handed out food, an act that some observers felt was more about public optics than genuine charity. The contrasting images of these two royal couples have only highlighted the ever-growing financial and public divide between them. Mia Tindall, the eldest daughter of Zara and Mike Tindall, is celebrating her 11th birthday today, January 17th, and royal enthusiasts are sharing their admiration for a heartwarming photo of her and her cousin, Princess Charlotte. The image highlights the sweet relationship between the two young royals, a bond that was particularly evident during the royal family's Christmas Day outing last month. Experts suggest that this close relationship between the cousins is a reflection of the tight-knit nature of the royal families involved. Mia, who has been seen accompanying the royal family on various occasions, has always been a familiar figure within the circles of the Prince and Princess of Wales household. In 2023, for instance, Mia was spotted holding hands with Prince Louis, the youngest child of the Prince and Princess of Wales, as they walked together to church. This moment was yet another example of the close connections between the Wales and Tindall families. The relationship between the Tindalls and the Waleses is well known for being especially strong. Both families frequently spend time together, with Zara Tindall serving as one of the godparents to Prince George, the eldest son of the Prince and Princess of Wales. Experts suggest that the royal children's interactions during these family gatherings are not only a reflection of their family ties, but also an indication of their friendship, which seems to have grown over the years. On Christmas morning, Mia once again joined the royal family on their traditional walk to Sandringham Church, a much-anticipated annual event. During this outing, she shared a lovely moment with Princess Charlotte, further solidifying their special connection. Fans, clearly moved by this display of affection, quickly took to social media to express their admiration for the two cousins. One fan wrote that it was heartwarming to see how close Charlotte and Mia appeared, noting that cousins truly are some of the best companions. Another user mentioned that while the two are indeed family, they seem to have the kind of deep friendship that transcends just being relatives. Some even drew comparisons to the close friendship between their parents, with one commenting that the bond shared by Mia and Charlotte reminded them of the similar connection between Zara and Prince William when they were children. Experts suggest that this enduring bond between the generations of royals could serve as a model for the younger members of the family, encouraging unity and a sense of camaraderie. Mia Tindall was born on January 17, 2014, at Gloucestershire Royal Hospital in Gloucestershire, England. As the eldest of 3 children, she is currently 22nd in line to the British throne, following her mother, Zara. Mia's siblings, Lena, who is 6, and Lucas, who is 3, are also part of the royal family, though none of the Tindall children hold royal titles. This decision was made by their grandmother, Princess Anne, who chose not to bestow royal titles or HRH status on her children, Peter Phillips and Zara. Consequently, Mia and her siblings do not have royal titles, a decision that is in keeping with Princess Anne's belief in keeping her family grounded. Experts speculate that this choice was meant to give her children and grandchildren a more private and less public-facing role within the royal fold. This lack of royal titles does not, however, diminish the close relationship the Tindall children share with their royal relatives. In fact, many royal watchers believe that it allows for more natural connections to form between the younger royals, such as the one between Mia and Charlotte, which continues to capture the hearts of the public. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the latest updates on the royal family with us.